In 1979, when Community Access was still a young agency, it welcomed an intern from the new school, a young man named Steve Coe. He joined Community Access at a pivotal moment in New York's history. The closing of state psychiatric hospitals had resulted in a homelessness crisis among those who'd been recently released. But a movement for change was growing. People who had survived the mental health system were demanding full membership in the community. At stake were fundamental questions of human rights and dignity, and what kind of city we would be. That was the movement, and those were the questions to which the young Steve Coe chose to devote his career. This year, he's retiring. After 40 years as Community Access CEO, and because of him, his perseverance, his sense of fairness, and his belief in human beings, the landscape of mental health and housing has changed for the better. Along with the other early pioneers of supportive housing, Steve helped to revolutionize the way we think about the problem of homelessness. He understood that stable housing, without any conditions attached, could be the foundation upon which people rebuild their lives. That's why he insisted on creating an entirely new housing model, a model that brings diverse populations together under one roof, integrating families, children, and people living with mental health concerns. Once considered unusual, this integrated model is now a standard approach throughout New York State. He chaired the first New York campaign, which resulted in the city and state agreeing to build more than 5,000 units of supportive housing. And he grew Community Access into one of the largest nonprofit developers of supportive housing in New York City. Howard Geld, better known as Howie the Harp, once wrote, "Homelessness is a symptom of a society that refuses to provide what people truly need. To find out what people truly need, ask them." That idea has been at the core of Steve's career, a reliance on the expertise and wisdom of people who have experienced the system firsthand. When Steve hired Howie the Harp in 1994, he was walking the walk, incorporating the wisdom of lived experience within an official organization and signaling to everyone else the way things ought to be done. Today, hospitals, jails, and mental health clinics all employ peer graduates, and the Howie the Harp Advocacy Center has prepared more than 1,000 alumni for the workforce, all empowered to improve the system from within. Steve has never waited for the mental health system to change. He's led the way, putting the right people in the room and amplifying the voices we most need to hear, and advocating for life-changing, life-saving reforms. Steve's guiding principle is his belief in what human beings are capable of when they have the right support, when they are shown that they matter. He has always found strength in the people around him, his family, those he's worked alongside, Community Access tenants and participants, and everyone involved in the wider mental health movement in New York City and beyond. His story is forever tied to theirs. For Community Access, Steve's retirement isn't just about a CEO. He's a friend, a mentor, a member of the family. The guy who never misses a holiday gathering or a chance to work the grill at a company cookout. This all speaks to Steve's unique gift. He brings people together. He brings out the best in others and allows others to bring out the best in him. As one former colleague says, Steve believes in magic. He knows what people can do when they are given access to the joys of community and are given the space to share their gifts. He's seen it, he's lived it, and we are, all of us, better for it. Thank you, Steve.